Om Sri Sai Ram, Om Sri Sai Nadhaya Namaha, Om Sri Sai Parabrahmane Namaha. Today in the satsang we are talking about Saisatcharita Chapter 13. In this chapter, the Hemad Pant talks about Maya theory in the beginning of the chapter and how Bhimaji Patil started Saisatcharita along the lines of Sri Satyanarayana Swami Vrata. And also in this chapter there are several diseases of the devotees, how Baba cured them and how Baba helped them to resolve their past deeds through those diseases. In the beginning of the chapter, Baba describes Maya as follows: O though I am a fakir and have no home nor household, sitting not involved in one place, leaving aside all mundane matters, yet Maya is inevitable. She even harasses me often. I forget her, but she does not forget me. She always comes and embraces me. Adi Maya originates from God and bewilders even Brahman and others. Then what could be said about a poor fakir like me? Only the mercy of God can save you from its clutches. Without continuously reciting God's name, this attachment will not be destroyed. These are the beautiful words describing Maya by Baba. Let us see this Maya. What is this Maya really? And from Agni Purana, this is how beautifully described. Himsa married, that is violence, married adharma, that is foul deeds, and they had two children, Anrutam and Nikriti, that is lack of action and dishonesty. And these two later on had 4 children. What are those? The fear, that is Bhayam, Narakam, hell, Maya, illusion, Vedana, pain. So this Maya, which came originally from Himsa and Adharma, this Maya begot Mrityu and Vedana begot Dukkha. So Maya got Mrityu and Vedana gave Dukkha. So Mrityu produced these following children. One is Vyadi, that is disease. 2 is Jara, old age. 3 is Soka, sorrow. Trishna, attraction. Krodha, anger. So we can see Maya giving Mrityu, and Mrityu is related to these 5 children. Our physical and mental problems are all coming from Maya. So that is the reason why this Maya theory and all the diseases put together in this chapter, like we talked in the past, each chapter has its own meaning. The introduction of the chapter is definitely related to the stories of that chapter. So Sai Bandhus, always remember why that introduction was given in the beginning of the chapter. So let us see now Bhimaji Patil's story. Bhimaji Patil is from Narayangam village of Jinnur Taluka of Pune district. He was a well-to-do person, very hospitable, and he had everything in his life. In 1909, Bhimaji developed a severe form of tuberculosis with cough, high temperature, and in fact, he was coughing a lot of blood because that's what happens in tuberculosis. He lost hope and he was bedridden. He went to all the doctors available. He got all kinds of treatments without any use. Then, of course, we all turn to God when there is no hope, right? And he heard about Baba through Nana Sahib Chandorkar and goes to Shirdi. And as soon as he goes to Shirdi, he prostrates before Baba. Then Baba asked him to sit down and stop worrying about it. He also says that whoever steps into Dwarakamai, their troubles will come to an end, and their sins will be uprooted. He asked him to stay at Bhimabai's house, and the Saisatcharita describes that that's not a great place to live, but Baba's words they have to be followed. Because to get rid of his past deeds, sins, and that's what Baba recommended. And he was kind of cured through two dreams. And let us see what are those dreams. The first dream is that a teacher hitting Bhimaji in a dream, expecting him to recite a poem. And the second dream is a stranger rolling a stone on Bhimaji's chest. And the first dream, a teacher hitting Bhimaji. And the teacher wanted him to recite a poem. She is known as a real or ideal wife who thinks she has stepped on the head of a serpent if she ever enters a stranger's house. So that was the crux of the poem. Her words are so rare that they are like wealth procured by a miser. She feels profoundly happy even when they are poor and satisfies with what they have. She behaves according to her husband's wishes without hesitation. So this is the first poem. So this is the what he was not able to recite. So the teacher was hitting him on the hand. And the second dream was a stranger rolling a stone on Bhimaji's chest. He saw that an unknown person came and sat on his chest first. He had a grinding stone rolling on his chest, and Bhimaji experiences severe pain. When the dream ended, he felt better and slept with some comfort. Why Baba used these two dreams? Let us see now. The first dream in the Bhimaji was beaten by a teacher with a stick. The poem talks about a lady and how she is supposed to live her life. We can either take the meaning as it is, or let us analyze in a philosophical way. Was he a female in the past lives and did not follow the above principles? Or Baba is talking about spiritual meaning, but in a parable. If we pay attention to outside world rather than God and seeking the objects outside, then it kind of corresponds to a lady stepping into a stranger's house. So we keep running towards the objects, which is not good, and our God, our spiritual life, is what we should be married to. We have to talk very minimal, like a miser who hesitates to spend his money, right? Here, what we need to learn is we cannot get involved in unnecessary things, unnecessary matters, and do not use our mouth to criticize others for little things. She feels profoundly happy in the company of her husband, even though there may not be any money in the house. So, like that, we need to be happy with God alone, but not get attached to the worldly objects. Living our life according to the God's wishes is what we need to understand. And following the scriptures and the gurus, if we are unable to perform these prescribed duties, we fall into this Maya illusion and get stuck in the ocean of the birth and death. And now let us see the second dream. A stranger rolling a stone on the chest, right? Our scriptures talk about diseases that can occur if someone commits a specific karma. Let us see. Whoever plugs up or blocks up the hole of a rat or snake, whoever catches a fish and causes them to die by suffocation, or whoever stifles the life of any creature, will suffer from major lung diseases. This is what our scripture says. Sometimes humans have a tendency to cause a lot of difficulties for other people for their own sake. And we might enjoy short-term benefits from this, but in long term, everybody suffers. So what we can learn from these dreams, here Baba helped Bhimaji to burn his past karmas and walk him in the spiritual path. In a similar way, Baba cured so many diseases, sometimes in a strange way. Each one has its own meaning. All this was mentioned in Garuda Purana. This Purana describes what kind of karmas will give us what kind of life and how we suffer. Baba talks about this on several occasions, and he wants us to be careful. And we need to follow dharma. We should never deviate from the path. Our past lives, whatever we did in those lives, we have no control over them. But what we can control is how we conduct ourselves now. So those past things, we have to leave it to Baba. We have to believe in him. And Baba will guide us, and he will protect us, and he will take us beyond those the ocean of birth and death. So Hemant Pant also describes in this chapter how the other devotees were cured by Baba with their sufferings. One such thing was Bapu Sahib Bhuti was relieved of dysentery, Alandi Swami with ear pain, and Kaka Mahajani was freed from diarrhea. Baba used some non-traditional methods, but the most important issue here is just getting rid of the past sins. So this illusion, Maya, was the main reason that all these diseases are happening. The solution to this Maya is God himself, Vishnu. Vishnu means one who is pervading all over the universe, which is the truth. That's why we call him Sri Satyanarayana. Whatever is the truth, that is Satya, Satyanarayana. That is why Baba made Bhimaji to perform this vrata. This way Baba blessed us with this Saisatcharita. Whoever believes in Baba as their Guru or God, they can do this Sri Saisatcharita alone. This is nothing but the original vrata. Baba is himself Paramatma. So Sai Bandhus, we have to understand the life in such a way so that we do not have to go through all these consequences unnecessarily. And we have to live our lives by dharma. And we have to believe and completely surrender to Sai in every aspect of our lives. And with this we'll conclude the chapter 13 and learn about Maya and how we suffer. So let's prevent, by following dharma, by following bhakti, by following gnana, further damage that can happen to us in the future lives. Sri Sainatharpanamastu. Om Sri Sai Ram. Om Sri Sainathaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Parabrahmane Namaha. Om Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai.